I'm the reason everybody fired up this evening. I'm exhausted, barely breathing, holding on to.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Floor is Ours. It's the usual cast, and with our very special guest, former Major League Baseball player and Marlin Lewis Brinson.
Welcome,
Let's
welcome,
go.
welcome, man.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Appreciate it.
welcome.
Appreciate it.
Let's go in the
What's
building.
happening? What's happening? What's
What's up,
happening?
man? How you
What's
doing, man?
happening?
Appreciate you coming by,
Hey,
man.
man,
Thanks
glad
for
to have you. Guys.
definitely.
You know?
Salute. Cheers.
The
Salute.
local
Yes, sir.
boy.
No,
Cheers,
I can't
salute,
cheers. I
cheers,
can't
salute.
cheers water, guys. I can't cheers.
Oh,
I can.
I have a drink. I have a drink for you.
That's
Y'all. I have a
fine.
drink for y'all
You're
later.
good.
I'm drinking water. Don't worry about it.
My boy's
This
got,
guy's right there.
he's got a truly with water in
It
it.
looks-
Yeah, bro. I got
looks like
I got
alcohol.
whatever this is. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. This is a watermelon flavored water, I believe. I don't even know.
Yeah. There you go. Healthy water. There you go.
All right,
Delicious.
So Lewis, you want to kick it off? You know? And say,
Yeah, let's talk about how it was being on the Marlins, because that's most of our favorite team or whatever. So how was that being on the Marlins?
It was great, man. I said I'm born and raised in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale. Grew up a Marlins fan. Rooted for the Marlins from the day I could, sit up and watch baseball.
Yeah,
And my dream was to play for the Marlins, was to be a Major League Baseball player and play for the Marlins. I used to write essays about it and tell my teachers I was going to play for the Marlins. I don't need school, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, well, what if it doesn't, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, I'm playing for the Marlins. You can come to my games if you want. And sure enough, I had some of them actually for tickets. For some tickets. But it was great, man.
Told
It was
him no. Tell him no.
I directed him to my mom. Yeah. After a while, it got kind of crazy. Like I had, obviously growing up down here, you have family, friends.
yeah,
And then I brought it down. Like the first month, I was like, you know what? I want everybody to come watch me, blah, blah, blah. Like I kept giving out tickets, but we get taxed on them tickets. A lot of people don't know that.
I heard.
Oh,
No, I've
so-
heard. I've heard.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. So we get taxed on those. So I was like, man, I got like five. I got like 5, 6 tickets. My mom and my wife, that's like automatic, and then my uncle, automatic. So I really got 2. So
Right.
if y'all can muster up another, if it was a big game against the Yankees or the Cubs, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would kind of open it up a little bit, but it got to a certain point. It was like, man, this is too much, man. I'm playing for free. This is crazy. But it was fun, man. It was amazing. My mom got to see every home game. She got to watch her son live out his dream. So
Yeah, that's
it was
super dope.
It was amazing, man. It was awesome.
yeah.
No.
I think every
And you
kid
didn't-
kind of grows up trying to play for their team.
I know I
You
did. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
hell yeah.
to live
I
that
still
out.
think I could play for that team, but whatever. That's not.
Right
now-
right about
right
now, I was
now,
gonna say.
might head over to the stadium.
Lou might be getting a call after this podcast.
I hope so. Yeah,
We
man.
all
How do
do,
you
'cause-
feel as an organization as the Marlins are run? Like, I know they've always had a bad rap of being like not a well-run organization. Like,
Right.
what are your takes on that? Like,
I mean, being a fan when I was younger, obviously I was upset when they dismantled the
I
2003
think a lot of
team.
people were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Not
upset.
you two clowns.
No, honestly, I enjoyed
Yeah,
that
not you
season.
two,
It
even
was
though
a
y'all
great
lost.
season to watch. We watched locally. It was still.
Yeah.
I
Happy
hear
as
what you're
hell
saying.
after we
No.
beat them.
Well, we
Yeah,
don't-
yeah, definitely
We don't have
not.
to go back to say that you guys beat us. We're talking about but if you want to go
Nah,
there, we
I
can
mean,
go there. Because if
We
you
don't have
wanna
to
come
talk
in
about
here-
Beckett tagging
if you wanna
Posada for
come
out
in
number
here-
3.
If you want to come here and say, yeah, I want to play for Marlins, my hometown, but you really wanted to play for the Yankees, who didn't want to play for the East Coast?
Hey, you see this facial hair? I gotta
That's
keep
right.
this,
You have to
man.
get rid of all
It ain't
that.
going
I'd have to cut the dreads and everything. But no, man. I mean, I was we were as kids and as fans. You're upset. You just won the World Series. You got all these great players. You got all stars on the team, and then everybody gets traded. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
And it just keeps happening. Like it's been happening, since the team started. So
Yeah.
obviously, I was upset, but getting there, and then obviously Jeter taking over, traded for me. I thought it was run pretty well, man. I mean, he kind of ran it like the Yankees a little bit, very structured. There was a lot of young guys, so we had to kind of get everybody in line. Couldn't let everybody just go out and be, free reign. It was, like I said, a lot of young guys just breaking into the league. So, we had to have a little structure.
Yeah.
But I thought it was run fine. We were young. We weren't looking to, we weren't expected to win a bunch of games.
Yeah.
So that like the attitude was like, listen, man, we're not expected to be here and not to be on this, on the same field as some of these teams. So let's just go
Yeah.
show them that, we got the talent to do it. And we tried, but the rebuild is a rebuild for a reason,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Go through struggles, you go through lumps, you go through, getting punched in the mouth all over and over and over, and we just kept coming back. And eventually 2020, obviously, we got to the playoffs, even though it was a shortened season. But
Yeah.
that was a fun time. But I thought it was run pretty well, man, for the most part.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. To piggyback
Yeah.
off that real quick,
Speaking
do you have a?
yeah,
Go ahead, Brandon. Go.
I was gonna say you talking about trades that we made. Obviously, Cabrera is the big one. I can still name every name that came over in that trade, and not a single one of them worked out.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. You were a part of another huge one with the Marlins,
Yeah.
obviously, for Yelich. When you get traded, because that wasn't your first trade, you were traded prior to that from the Rangers to the Brewers for LaCroix, I believe. What goes through your mind in a situation like that? You're getting traded. You're traded for the future MVP. I mean, it's got to feel kind of good that was what they valued as. But what goes through your mind as the player that got traded for that?
I mean, my first time getting traded was tough. I didn't take it very well from the Rangers. Obviously they drafted me, so I was like, man, what's wrong with me? I thought you guys liked me. I thought you guys, I thought we were in this for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of feel like, yeah, man, legit. And the way I found out from the first trade, I was about to go play a AA game, and I was in the training room about to get some work in, and trade deadline's coming up, and everybody's like, man, Lou, what you still doing here? You getting traded, da da da. And my name was swirling around in trade rumors, and I'm like, man, shut up. Like, I just was tired of hearing about it. And I see my name scroll down on MLB Network. Jonathan Lucroy, breaking news, Jonathan Lucroy traded to the Rangers for Louis Brinson and Luis Ortiz. And I see my name, and I'm like,
no way.
That's me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's me. So, yeah, and I'm like, what? And the other guy that got traded is funny. The other guy that got traded was on the training table getting worked on, and the trainer, as soon as it was announced, went like this. So he didn't hurt him. Obviously, he wasn't on another. He was on another team, but I found out that way, and I was upset. They called me in, told me, but I was upset, man. I was hurt. But the second time, I was actually on my way to Brewers Fest in the off season, about to go, meet the fans, get them excited for the next season. And the GM calls me. I'm on my way there, and he calls me, and again, my name's swirling around in trade rumors, blah blah. And he calls me. The first thing I ask him, I'm like, "Where am I going?" And he was like, "Lou, first of all, I want to thank you, for everything you meant to the organization. You've been nothing but a great person, blah blah." I'm like, "Man, I appreciate it." He's like, so we traded you for Christian Yelich, so you're going to Miami. It's good, great news
Dream
for you.
come true.
Yeah, dream come true. And I was like, oh snap! Like, it was just like
you had a totally
surreal
different
moment.
Yeah, like a different from the first trade. Like, this was more exciting for you because obviously you're a home team.
Yeah, and I had been through the trade, kind of thing before.
Right.
So it was like, this is awesome. Like, this is great. Like, it took me a minute to kind of process it, but getting traded to your hometown team, like, I was like, this is literally my dream come true. I'm in the big leagues. I'm going to play for the Marlins. Like, my mom's going to get to watch me every game. My friends, everybody I played with, my coaches that coached me, helped me get here. They could come see me play. Like, it was crazy. That opening day was insane, but that trade was a little easier. That was like, man, I'm going home. This is I'm gonna get an apartment in Miami. This is great. I got to drive to Jupiter real quick, and this is awesome. It was a great 4 years, man.
That's awesome.
That's what's up. That's good.
My bad, Mike. I stole Mike's question, by the way. That's on me.
You must have been drinking from earlier.
One of his many. I'm sure he's got a lot more.
I'm about to say you got more.
I know, but I think that was my top one. But it's all right.
That's all right.
I would have said a little bit better, but it's all right. I'll take it. But like when you came like from college to the pros, who was your
homie? Tell him, Lou. Tell him you were too good to go to college.
I was gonna let him finish his question, man. I was letting him
Nah,
Go ahead, finish the question, Mike. Finish the
And
question.
then he'll tell you he didn't go to
Since
college.
you don't have to answer already, but go ahead.
Man, fuck this shit, man. Come on, man. Wait for the next one, bro.
I should have just let you have your question, Mike. I should have let you have your question.
It's all right. It's all right,
Go
bro.
ahead,
You
Mike.
fan. Listen, I just want to say, like I said, who was your favorite player and team? You know, coming in, like if you would have decided, like if you could choose what team you would like to play on,
Yeah.
who would you pick?
Which
And
probably was the Marlins.
Actually, it was not. It was not.
look
It
at that.
wasn't.
See?
Wow.
It wasn't. So coming out of high school, I was committed to the University of Florida.
Yes, he
I
was.
get drafted.
Let's go.
Yeah, I was
That's why
committed to go
Brandon
there.
was-
I was excited. I
Yeah,
was
so
very
was I,
excited.
buddy. So was I.
My bad, man.
I'm a Gator fan.
You let me
Yeah,
down.
man.
You let me down.
Sorry, dog. I had to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah,
about it. I had to go for that. But I was supposed to go to the University of Florida. I was so excited to go there. We had a lot of good guys, Jesse Winker, Brett Phillips. There was a lot of good guys that were supposed to go there with me. And, you know, we were all talking like, man, this is gonna be good. Lance McCullers. But like we were like, man, this is gonna be great.
Rubbing in how good that team would have been. Keep it going.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all had Pete Alonso and Bader. Y'all, you know,
we had a good run.
Yeah, a good little run after that. But they were number one in the nation at the time. I'm sorry.
Right.
But it was you know, I was very much looking forward to going to Florida, but obviously circumstances happened the way they did. But I got drafted by the Rangers. I wanted to get drafted by a team in the West Coast. I wanted to get out of Florida. I couldn't wait to leave home. Like I had never left home. You know, I wanted to be on my own and, you know, do my thing. I'm 18 year old. You know, I wanted to leave home and, you know, experience the world. So
Yeah.
I wanted Arizona, LA, San Francisco, like somewhere in the West Coast. Texas, I knew Texas was like in the running, like they liked me. So I was like, man, that'd be dope. Texas Rangers, they got a good fan base. I like their uniforms. Texas is dope. Like I heard Texas is cool. It's hot as hell,
Dry heat.
but
Yeah.
no, hot, dry and humid. It's
Okay.
It's a different kind
They
of
got
heat out
both.
there, I've heard.
yeah, it's a different level out there, man.
Yeah.
It's worse than here in the summertime. I'm telling you, it's bad.
Mhm.
It's really bad. So anyway, so I want to get drafted by a team on the West Coast. I did not originally. I didn't want to get. I would obviously like to play for the Marlins, but I was thinking like, man, everybody's gonna be like on my ass about
Right.
tickets and man, can I get this? Can I get that? And it was like that when I got here, but I got used to it and it was fine. But originally that was my thing. I'm like, man, I don't want to. I'm gonna be here again. Like I'm gonna be living with my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like going to the ballpark, but you know, years down the road when I get to the big leagues, but I wanted to leave home and like I said, team on the West Coast and eventually, you know, my dream did come true. But originally, no, I did not want to get drafted by the Marlins. No.
Nice.
It worked out all for the best, though. Like you said,
Yeah.
you eventually made it.
Everything
there.
happens for a reason, man.
Exactly.
You got to play in San Fran for a little bit too, so you got
Yeah.
that. Too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And you played outfield, right? Your whole career.
yeah.
Is there anybody that you like wanted to like train with? How does that go about? Like
Kind of
like,
patting your game
You know what
after,
I'm saying?
like, yeah, you know, like as you were growing up, who you looked out after.
So my idol was Juan Pierre. A lot of people know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's probably top. That's like the coolest number on my phone. Just because as a kid, going
Just
to
took my
games.
question, by the way, but that's cool.
hey, you got him. You
Yeah, I
got
was
him.
gonna say
You
the
got
battle
him back.
for
You got him
Get
back.
some bombs on that shit.
You got him back. You got him back.
Got him back. See?
But no, man, I wanted to be like him. You know what I'm saying? Like on a baseball field with the Marlins, I think it was him and Derek Lee and Don Trill. I was a pitcher, so like I wanted to pitch too, but I knew I was better in the field and hitting, and I was fast. So going to Marlins games and sitting in the outfield, I play outfield. Juan Pierre plays outfield, plays center field. The way he just moved and his swag and just how he looked out there, like I was like, man, I want to be like that guy.
Right.
So as a kid, you know what I'm saying, you see one guy that you want to emulate, and you just you know what I'm saying? You gravitate towards that dude. So that's what happened for me. And a lot of people are like, really, Juan Pierre? That's a little okay. I mean, he wasn't, you know, a crazy like, you know what I'm saying, like Hall of Famer or nothing.
To appreciate Juan Pierre.
Exactly.
Game, you know what I mean? To understand
exactly
how he played and what he did.
Exactly. So, going to Marlins games as a kid, definitely was like keen in on Juan Pierre. So I got a lot of comparisons to Dexter Fowler, Cameron Maben, guys tall, slender like me.
Yeah.
Now those dudes are my boys now too. Like they're my friends as well. Cameron Maben was at my wedding. Like that's like my big brother. Like
you played with Maben in Miami a little for at least a year.
Yeah, my rookie year, he got traded at the deadline, but he treated me like a little brother, man. Treated me like a rookie, but he treated me like a little brother. I mean, it comes with it. But I was compared to those type of dudes. But my idol, like to this day, and he knows it. And he can't. Yeah, he can't stand to hear it. Like I'll be at an event, and he'll be there. I'm like, man, shout out to Juan Pierre. He's like, man, stop. Like he doesn't like a lot of attention.
Right.
But that's my guy.
So I did hear this correct. You said you got his phone number in his phone?
Yeah.
So you want to send it this way so we can put him on the podcast? That'd be great, you know what I'm saying?
I'll talk to him, see what he's doing.
I'll be a Marlin fan real quick.
Man.
We'll all have Marlin jerseys on next week.
He was on that team, by the way, Mike. That
by the way,
remember him running in, hands up.
Right.
So you said rookie, you got rookied. Like, is that a real thing in like baseball? Is it in like other sports? The hazing, the whole type,
Mike.
Like the rookie hazing, is that a thing in like baseball? Like it is in kind of like other sports that I hear about?
For sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. But
what's your best
nothing crazy. Like they'll make you like maybe pick up bags, or they'll make you do certain little things here and there. It doesn't get out of hand, right? Like,
no, it doesn't get out of hand. They don't. So the rookie dress up is probably like the worst one, I think. They don't let us dress up as women anymore just because of everything that's going on. So they don't let us do that anymore. So he wanted to say
I was about to. You told me not to.
But they don't let us do that anymore. So we can't dress up rookies as women anymore. So it's like, that's part of it, but like getting beer for the bus, for getaway days, getting snacks. So I'll give you an example of what I had to do. So beer, snacks, all that stuff. But Cameron Maben was like my vet. So like anything he, hey man, we're going out. As soon as we get to the hotel, we're going here. I'm like, man, we're going. All right. And
so there was no backing out.
No, man, that's disrespectful. You don't do that.
Okay.
Like you go, like if a vet asks you, like he would be considered, obviously I'm a rookie, like I got to make a name for myself. Yeah. He's had a great career, so he was responsible, but at the same time, like he was smart about it. Like, hey man, we just landed in San Fran, like let's go. Like I'm like, man, I don't have my bags yet. Who cares? Let's go. I still got my suit on and my pants. Nah, let's go. Come on, let's go. We're going. I'm like, all right, man. I'm following you, but he would have me. He would have me carry. So he had a Louis bag. Mm-hmm. I had to carry that plus all my bags. I had to carry that, the poker the poker case for the plane.
Oh, with the chips and all the car. Okay, like you had
carry that, his Louis bag and beer. He's like, make sure you got this, that. He would leave it outside of his door. I would have to go get it in his room, or like to his floor, go get it, and then on top of that, I had to be there before all the vets because the rookies, like you're supposed to show up before the veterans get to the field. Okay. So, I don't know, 12 o'clock, 12:30 was the first bus. So get up, get dressed, put on your suit. At the time we had to wear suits on the plane. Do that, get his stuff, get your stuff, get on the bus. Do not forget the poker set. Whatever you do.
I'm guessing
that was
the
big thing. Like, do not. Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of money being spent in the air. 30,000 feet in the air. Yes. A lot of money being lost.
No limitations up there.
Man, ain't no rules in the air. What's that from? What's that from? Soul Plane? Ain't no rules in the air. Ain't no rules in the air. But so I had to carry all that. Mostly every road trip. That was just my job. I mean, it was like, man, I really got to do all this, but it's part of it, bro. I'm in the big leagues.
One dinner the tab had to be paid, like that one big dinner.
I had to pay it.
Maybe not you, but maybe another rookie has to pay it. Like,
I can't recall like a specific dinner where a rookie had to pay, but there's been plenty of dinners that like were, I'll just say north of 8 racks. North of 8.
Now 8 racks. This is for like half the team. How many people are we talking?
This is like 13 guys though.
Okay.
No, this is like 13 guys. Like, hey man, I'm going out. Like, we're going to dinner. Like, as a team, whoever can come, let's ride. So, go to steakhouse. Go to in New York. Usually, it was in New York though.
Yeah,
usually it was in New York.
Got the best food
out here.
At Tao,
phenomenal.
At a couple other places. Yeah.
And then you saying being like butler for Juan Pierre, is this throughout the whole 62 games, or is it like
what do you mean?
Like
you had to do it all year, all season,
so the whole rookie year,
yeah, pretty much. Until he got traded, and then it was just regular life.
He was like, "Thank God."
That's your boy.
No, man, I was mad, bro. That's my boy. Yeah, he treated me right, man. He treated me right, but veterans treat us right too. And Martin Prado, shout out to Martin Prado, man, one of the greatest like veterans.
Prado
I've had, man. Some of the, one of the greatest teammates, one of the greatest players I've ever played with. Just professional, man. Like when I first got drafted, great leader. When I first got drafted. Martin was working out at the same place that I was. He was playing for the Braves. I don't think he was with the Marlins yet. But he was working out down here. And the way he worked, the way he went about his business every day, like I was like, man, like I got to follow this guy around. Like everybody respected him. Everybody was like, oh, Martin's coming. Like, he gets the bench first. Like everybody was very like respectful about, whenever he walked in the weight room or anything. But he actually bought like, I think it was like 6 or 7 rookies in New York, like 5 suits each.
Nice.
Like that.
And his extension.
Oh no, he was that he paid a pretty penny for that. Like it was like I said, it was a custom suit place that like
ain't from the Men's Warehouse.
No,
I know your big ass ain't getting anything off the rack.
Hell no. So he bought like, I was like, oh, Martin, I'm gonna get this one. Like, is that cool? He's like, pick out another one. I was like, no, man. Like, I'm good with this one. He's like, no. Get like 3 or 4. I was like, what? Shit. All right.
Say less.
I racked it up. Yeah. So I mean, it was very. Like I appreciated that, man. But like I said, shout out to Martin, man. He was great guy.
That's good to hear that kind of stuff.
Luke, what was your favorite like park to go like stadium to play in?
Yeah, Chase Field. That's where I made my debut. Yeah,
Chase Field. Remind me again. What part?
Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, Arizona.
Did they still have the strip to the mound there when you played?
Do they? No, because they had it. They had it then in 17 because that was before they had the turf. They put turf in instead of that real grass, and it's tough to keep up real grass out there with the dry heat, and they got to do a bunch of stuff with it. Yeah,
dry out there.
Yeah, so actually the same turf that's in Lone Depot is the same turf that's in Chase Field, which it looks a lot better now. But that's my favorite park. That it has to be there, Dodger Stadium, Wrigley Field.
Really
nice.
Mm-hmm.
And now,
for sure,
Wrigley, I'm sure it's because of just like the history behind it, right?
Right.
It's probably one of the last.
It's old, but they've done a lot of renovations to it, and it looks a lot better. It looks way better.
Just like Boston too, right? The green.
Yeah.
The green monster, whatever. Right?
Man, that clubhouse is tough though.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask you, what's the worst clubhouse? It's got to be Boston, is what I've heard.
It used to be Chicago. It used to be the Cubs until they renovated it. They made it a little bit bigger, more spacious. But like it was when I went there, I had to double up lockers in the big leagues, bro.
Wow.
Because it was so small. It was tiny. So I had to. It was me and another rookie, and we had to share a locker because it was so small.
Yeah. Did you ever get to go to the other side? I don't know if you knew Rizzo from home and everything, but did you ever see their locker room? Was it any better?
No, I mean you could see it like just on Twitter or Instagram or something. It's amazing.
Still trash.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I heard the A's. I've never played in the Coliseum, but I heard that one's
probably
pretty
a good
bad.
thing. Yeah.
I heard that was pretty bad, and Boston's tough, man. It's just old. I think they just got to renovate.
They didn't
They
really
might
do
have
much.
renovated it.
They didn't do any renovations in Boston, have they?
No, I don't.
Not that I know
Minor.
of. I've
I would
only
say
been there one
minor.
time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've only been there once. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, that was it.
He's gonna take. I'm gonna take your question, Mike. Say it.
No, you ain't got no more. Trust me. Listen, so I got one more, then I'll probably shut up because I think I've been talking the most. But,
Shut up, Mike.
besides you, being like the favorite part, what's your favorite city to party in?
Oh,
City to party in Miami, dude.
I was gonna say.
There's nothing like
I
it.
mean,
I've heard it
yeah.
from people, man. It's nothing like
Yeah.
Miami,
Yeah,
man.
I think
Miami
that's
is-
like 90% of the athletes' favorite place to party in. Like
That's
they
why
love
they
that.
probably-
say athletes when they come down here, it's like it's tough to play down here.
That's the Miami home advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going out to
and
11.
Yeah.
the hotel that the team stays at, I think it's either the Four Seasons in Brickell or the Ritz in Key Biscayne, I think.
Okay.
Keep
So
it busy.
like it's like, I mean, resort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's really nice. But I mean, Miami, New York's a good one. Yeah, I've had some nice nights in New York. But yeah, Miami, New York. I don't know. I haven't really like been out anywhere else. I've been out, but like Miami, New York is like top tier, bro. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
What's the curfew on road trips? You're in New York. What time you got to be back at the hotel?
Curfew.
Not by the team. I'm assuming that Cameron Maven said, "Lou, get in your room by 3:00."
No.
Actually, Lou, get my shit in my room by 3:00.
I have my bed ready.
No, man.
I want the
there's no
chocolate in my
curfew,
pillow.
man.
No.
No, we're
I honestly
grown.
thought there was one.
No, man, we're grown ass men. No, ain't no curfew.
That's good to hear.
That's cool. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
ain't no curfew. I don't know of
honestly
other
thought
teams, but we didn't
teams-
have one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe there are other teams that implement it though, right?
I think some football teams do just because they play day games. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
They play
yeah.
during the day unless you got
Right.
Monday night football or Sunday night or whatever.
Right.
But I think for them they have curfew.
Okay.
I've heard from other football players that have trained at the same facility, but baseball,
Yeah.
I've never heard of a curfew, man. You grown man, you
Yeah.
if you want to stay out till 7,
You gotta be
stay out till 7.
responsible.
Just make sure you're
there.
ready.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're ready tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So you do, do whatever you want.
That leads me to the question that Mike said I didn't have. If you were a baseball player, what sport would you have wanted to play? What was your game other than baseball?
Probably soccer. No, I'm just playing. Probably
I was gonna say what? You gotta be a
You
goal.
ready to put me to sleep
Nah.
right there, Lou? I ain't gonna lie.
No, probably basketball, maybe.
You had the
I played
hype. Yeah.
Yeah, I played basketball. I mean, I'm short. I feel like
I
compared
was
to-
gonna say he's gonna be a point guard in the NBA.
Oh no.
yeah, I'm 6'5", dude. I'm like shooting guard, somewhat point guard, but
Right.
probably basketball. I played in middle school. I didn't play in high school. I was okay. Like it wasn't a sport. Like I used to tell people I used to play it to stay in shape for baseball. But
Oh, okay.
that was pretty much it. But basketball, I probably could see myself playing
Is
basketball.
that
I could
what you
shoot a little
watch
bit.
besides than baseball? Like, what is your other sport that you like go to watch? Like,
Basketball,
Basketball.
football. I love when football season comes. I'm not a fan of like watching college football though. It's weird. I
You
just
would've been
like
if you went to
the.
Florida.
I probably would have. You're right. But,
It's all right. We don't
It
want
is-
basketball,
it is what
baseball,
it is,
and
dog.
football all at the same time. But whatever.
whatever. We didn't need you. We didn't need you.
Hey,
I'm
Lou,
not bothered by
Lou,
that.
I don't know if you could tell, but he's pretty hurt about that shit.
I mean, so was the coach when I called. I called him like, listen, man, you saw what happened.
There's no way in hell
but
he turning down the first round. Hell no.
yeah, he was. I mean, they had a bunch of guys that were going to Florida. He was fine, and they're fine after. So
Yeah.
it was kind of an easy call to make. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go play professional baseball.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, yeah, especially now they got NIL now. If I'm getting drafted or choosing college now, go to college.
You going to college, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I'm gonna make a quick 2-point, 3-point something, and then go play.
Yeah.
Smart.
But
Enjoy your time in college.
Yeah.
exactly.
What
And
was
who knows
the-
where I would have been?
What was the one sport you sucked at? You still suck at. You just can't get better at.
Soccer.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Pretty good at every damn
You're just
thing.
good at everything.
I don't know. Maybe table tennis. Table tennis, maybe regular tennis. Regular tennis is tough for me for some reason. I can't
Regular
get the.
tennis is
That's because
hard.
you're used to hitting the shit out of the ball.
Exactly. I'm
tennis
used
is
to
not
lifting.
easy.
I gotta roll over. I'm not trying to roll
that
over.
shit
you know
ain't
what I'm
easy for baseball players.
saying? Yeah. I'm getting better at golf though. I'm getting pretty nasty.
I was
at
just
golf.
about to
Can't
bring
lie.
that up to you.
Good
We're a couple
shit.
of golfers in here, so we
Yeah.
love to play on our
We got a
spare
bet
time.
that they still haven't come through on that. I'm gonna beat them, and I don't play golf.
Listen,
Okay.
I wouldn't doubt it. We've taken out people with us the first time they go with us, never golfed before, and you would think
Yeah.
they've been golfing their whole time.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
fun though, man. Especially when you get the hang of it and you start really getting into it. It's a good time.
It is.
It's all in the
Um,
knees. It's all in the knees.
Especially when
You
you
know,
get a good
it's about-
shot, and you get it like really close to the hole, or you get a good birdie.
It's
or
one
something.
shot.
It's just,
Yeah, it just takes you one
it's
shot. You be like, man, I'll be
satisfying.
back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. Yeah.
17 holes, you hate the game, but that 18th,
The 18th, man.
hit it,
Yeah.
bam, right down the middle.
Exactly.
I want to say I don't know, but baseball is probably like the hardest sport to play, right? I would think.
I think so.
I think right.
The hardest thing to do in sports. I don't want
Yeah.
to say the hardest
okay.
sport to play.
Yeah,
Right,
hardest thing
but-
to do it in sports. So I'm saying
Mhm.
your least favorite pitch to hit. Like, what is your like
Slider.
Slider.
I heard it was the
100%.
He
curveball, but
answered
all
that
right.
quick too. He's like, "There's no doubt about it." Like,
Slider.
damn slider.
Slider from a righty, from a lefty.
From
Yo, we're trying to get him signed. No, we're not.
Yeah, I
trying
know,
to,
right? But hey, man, the book is out. The book is out. man.
Here's the scouting report
the
on
slider
Brinson.
is the hardest one to hit.
I
you?
think for me, yeah, for me,
I mean,
yes.
does that have a factor of being 6'5" too, or no? Like
A little bit. Just it's harder for me to control my body and get my body to where I want it to work. I've done a lot of work over the years, and to be more consistent with my swing and my routine and everything. So I've gotten better at it, obviously, and just my approach and what pitches to look for, how to read pitchers and all that other stuff. But it's just when I get out of whack, I have to like really hone in because I have a lot of room for error. Like I have a lot of things that can go wrong because I'm so long and, I'm taller. So like that's why you see guys like Trout with short arms, like they're already tight, inside the ball when they're going to swing. Bregman, Altuve, those guys, they're naturally, what I'm saying, they're already inside the ball, so they don't have to work too hard to do that. I'm not saying they don't work hard at their swing, and they're very talented guys is the reason why they're, where they are. But it's a little harder for a taller guy to be able to control all that and like, be able to feel different things that you need to be able to feel when you're up there. So
Yeah.
Who's the hardest pitcher you faced in your career?
I was just gonna say the same.
Oh man, there's been a lot.
Did you face Chapman?
I was gonna say the same.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yep.
I did, but luckily he left me one
You
right
got
over
him
the
at the-
middle. And no, I only faced him one. I think I only faced him one time, and I hit off speed to center field, and Brett Gardner ran it down. And that was actually when I in 2021 I went on a tear after that. Like after that swing, and my hitting coach was like, "Hey man, you look a little different. What'd you do there?" And like I think for a month straight, I went off. But yeah, that was the only time I've ever faced him. He threw me a couple of sliders, and I was like, man, I'm hitting this fastball. This guy throws 103. I'm looking for nothing else but a
That's what I
fastball.
was gonna ask. Seeing 103.
Is that what you sit on?
I know it's easier said than done, but to see it for yourself, how does it like?
So I need everybody. I'm gonna do something for y'all. So I need everybody just to blink.
Yep.
Just
That's
blink.
just how fast it is. Yeah.
You late.
Yeah.
You missed
Late.
it. You completely missed it.
Yeah.
I didn't even
That's
see it.
how.
I didn't
That's how
even
much.
see it.
That's how much. That's how much time you have.
Right.
That's how much time you have.
That's crazy.
When you blink,
Damn.
like sometimes we'll go up there and like, damn it, I blinked, and you don't even see it.
I mean, you're pretty
Yeah.
much in swing mode. Like as soon as you see him about
Yeah,
to
I mean-
release. Like
He's also massive, so he's already 45 feet away when he gets his stride rolling.
Exactly, and he's
Yeah.
throwing 103. But I mean,
Crazy.
it's not 95 looks hard. 103, you swing at a white thing that's coming this way. Like
Right.
it's you can get to a point where you're seeing the ball well and it looks like a beach ball up there.
Yeah,
and no matter
right.
who's throwing, no matter what they throw, no matter how hard they're throwing, they can't get me out. But like when you're struggling, 103 looks like a golf ball going 200 miles an hour.
It's crazy.
I mean,
tough.
everyone that's played baseball says, "Oh, I faced 90, I faced 90, I faced 95, whatever." I know AJ played some baseball. I'll never forget seeing 95 for the first time in my life, and I was like, "No, that is what 95 miles an hour looks like." Because I don't know what it looked like. I don't see it. I didn't see the pitch go by. You could have told me that it hit the backstop. I couldn't fight with you because I didn't see anything.
Crazy.
It's like I said, for a regular person that doesn't see it every day and doesn't train to hit, hit baseballs for a living,
right?
It's damn near impossible to see. That's why I'm using this platform. That's why I think that fans that come and sit behind the dugout and sit behind home plate yelling at, "What are you swinging at?" I think that we need to have. How'd you miss that? How did you miss that, man? It was right down the middle. I think we need to have. Hear me out. I think we need to have a cage on every concourse in every big league stadium. Right. Have a cage and have a machine. One of the machines that we use to hit in the cages, in the tunnel in our clubhouse. Put it up to 90. Put it up to 90.
Have to go that high.
Yeah. Put it up to 90. But put it up to 90 because that's like average. The average fastball is like 95 right now. But put it up to 88, 90. Have him in there. Have him sign a waiver, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Put on a helmet. Sign a waiver just in case you get smoked and you don't sue the team.
And then you sit in the stands. You're like, "Yo, why you didn't hit that shit, man?
Hey, man, I'm
right down the middle."
So have them do that, but hear me out. Have them do that, and just we'll give you 10 pitches. If you touch one, if you foul it back. If you hit it off your foot, if you hit it fair, $100, $100.
That or a ticket to a game.
Or take a free ticket to a game, or tickets to 10 games, or a road trip. Go to New York or something. Give it away.
Something they're not gonna get. Yeah.
No, I was at the game on Sunday. I brought my kids to the game, and they had the little underhand in the cage. You know how many dudes are swinging and missing on that underhand shit?
Wow,
that's what I'm saying. But like. I'm like, go ahead. Because sometimes, like, we'll come off the field, we hear that old idiot in the stands talking about, like, "Oh, man, what are you doing?" And we'll like, "Hey, man, here, you want to go ahead.
Give it a go.
Go ahead and try."
To your point, that's kind of good because you know how, like, in basketball, they have the fans make that half-court shot.
Right.
Yeah. So you're thinking, that'd be cool to have a fan go up there,
fan interaction like that.
And do that shit, too.
The difference is 100 out of 100 is going to miss.
Have a fan field goal.
You're not touching it. You're not touching it. You're not going to touch it. You won't even see it.
I was going to say, I'll add on to yours. Give them 5 different colored baseballs and tell them what color was coming.
Right.
No chance.
So is there an actual way to practice to hit 103? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you practice?
Oh, prayer, AJ.
Hitting 103.
Yeah.
Putting put the machine like maybe so the mound is 60 feet 6 inches away. I'll like have somebody throw or put a machine at like 45 feet and just crank it up. And then face face live pitching, like you face arms, you sit in on bullpens so you can get your eyes trained on, pitcher releasing the ball and what it looks like and stuff like that. So that's like usually what you do to train for. Also, I've been doing it for 13 years, so been doing it for a while. So my eyes it's like, all right, this is what we do now.
So wanted to piggyback off your old man comment. No disrespect to no old man out there, but
he is yourself.
Exactly. But like in baseball, I know there's like unwritten rules. You know what I mean? Like the home run trots and stuff like that. How do you? I see people wearing more jewelry now that I've never seen in my life in baseball. Because growing up, nobody wore jewelry.
Well, you had Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds had the earring.
He had the earrings.
He had the earring.
You got guys with chunks on now.
Hey,
you know
don't
what I
forget
mean?
Chucky Carr. Chucky Carr always had 2 chains going.
But like, how do you feel about the unwritten rules? Like, should it be a little more celebratory? Should a little more excitement behind the games to kind of like make it not so boring? Not that baseball is boring, but to some people it is. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, let the kids play.
Yeah,
I'm all for that. Like, I'm not the type of guy that wears a big chain. I'm not
Okay.
gonna back flip you. That's just not me. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, if I get one, I might stare at it and like do a little flip, but like
Yeah,
I'm not
seen
gonna
a couple
toss
of
it
those
to the
from you.
moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna toss it to the moon. I'm not gonna stare at you. Like,
Yeah.
unless we got beef, then you know,
Right.
it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the flashy guy. Like, I don't wear like crazy cleats. I did with the Marlins just because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the big leagues. I know a custom cleat guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm aware.
I might know that same custom cleat guy. You know.
Yeah.
Did he go to the U? I think he went to the U. He's a
Probably.
Spanish guy from Miami. I know him pretty well.
Probably.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
But I would get my cleats from him, and
Right.
then I would wear those. That was like the flashiest I was. I wear like some tape. I wear arm sleeve, like a headband when I got my hair. But that was it. Like, I'm not a big, a lot of chains, earring. Like, I'm not like that. So, but for me, if that makes you play better, by all means, you know what I'm saying. But just know. There's some pictures, there's some teams out there,
Don't like it. They don't like it. Yeah.
So if you can deal with that, cool. You know what I'm saying? And if say you pimp something and then the guy behind you gets hit, you gotta have that come into consideration too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's I'm all for it. I'm all for it, man. Especially if a pitcher strikes me out in a big situation, by all means, man, pump your chest.
Right.
So you're whatever you want to do, man. You just make it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then if I get you though,
Just enjoy the game. No disrespect at the end of the day.
Yeah, don't disrespect it. Like, but at the same time, enjoy the game, especially if it's a big moment, man. These guys, like, if it's a big moment, man, we in the playoffs or like we're trying to win a pennant race or something, and I hit a 3-run go ahead in the bottom of the 8th at home in front of my fans.
And as fans, we want to see that from you.
Yeah,
the bat flips, the freaking like it just brings a little bit more excitement to the game.
Exactly, man. I'm all like I said, I'm all for it.
And you played in Japan, and they do all kinds of crazy shit over there.
Really?
The celebrations over there are over the top.
Yeah, they bat. I think that's just their natural swing. Yeah, they just be bat flipping on singles. Yeah.
Oh, really? I've never seen that.
That bat flies out to right field.
The bat goes further than the ball.
But they're not so much like
not showing each other up.
Yeah, like it's about respect. Like you go up there, you tip your cap, you bow to like the umpire, the catcher, and the pitcher. So it's not like that. But if you get some shit, like by all means, go ahead. Yeah. And I did it over there a couple times. I don't know if you guys saw. There was one home run where I just dropped the bat, and that was the most I've ever pimped a home run. I don't even think that was.
I think they actually showed that on ESPN. A lefty hit a ball like to the moon, but it went foul, and he was pimping the hell out of it. And then your highlight came up next. And they said, and Lewis Brinson, whatever, hits a home run. And I don't remember who came after you, but it was an American dude that was playing over there at the same time. And he did the same thing, moonshot, and chucked his bat 350 feet to right field.
It was.
I don't remember who it was. I want to say Eric Tangs, but I don't know. It was somebody big. But
it probably Walker, Adam Walker.
It was a big dude. That's all I remember.
But yeah, I mean. Over there, like because the fans are into it, they love that over there. They love for you to show emotion and be hyped. So, and there was like 48,000 people that night. So they're every night. Every night we played at Tokyo Dome, it was 40 to 50,000 easy.
That's
every night.
Crazy.
How many games are over there? Same. It's not the same as
no 144.
144.
Not that much off.
I mean, it's not that much off. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we have every Monday off.
Would you mind if they shortened the MLB season?
Like not at all.
Not at all.
Oh, you love to play, man. I mean,
yeah, that's a lot of games.
That's a lot of games.
You're getting paid to play a sport that you love. I want to play, every day.
Your body hurts, man.
Yeah, but you say that, but there's sometimes you go like maybe a week or two without a day off, right?
Yeah.
Especially in
sometimes you got like. Every team in the league has like a stretch where it's like 20 straight. No off
That's
days.
crazy.
So
20
it's
straight games, no days
20
off.
yeah, no days off. So
Wow.
it could get it's a little tough, man. Like sometimes, but some months you have 4 or 5 off days, and some months you have 2.
Right.
So it just depends. But it's a lot, dude. I know baseball, like it just looks like we're just jogging on and off the field, but
Yeah.
No.
it is.
no.
It's
It's a lot of fast
it's-
twitch stuff.
yeah, it's taxing. Your legs
Yeah.
get heavy. You're wearing cleats for 4 hours every day.
Exactly. And now those off days are even off days, or do you actually have to do shit those days too? Like as far as
No,
practice
off
to get
days during
ready.
the season are off days. No,
Okay.
If you want to come in, you can come in. Like some pitchers have to throw bullpens, and pitchers have to be on schedule. So like it's a little different for pitchers and position players.
Yeah.
But if you some pitchers, if you want to come in, you can. But off day is an off day. Like you use that.
Okay.
You go to the beach. You go to Disney, wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to talk about baseball anymore. Let's get to know.
All right.
I love baseball, but that's been your whole life.
I have more questions, bro.
I don't care much.
Do you have one that's not a
okay.
baseball question?
No, it was baseball. This was fun.
Too bad, bro. You don't even know what a baseball looks like.
Please. I hit one past you.
So
go ahead. You want to
I
switch
don't
it up?
know if
Switch
you
it up.
guys got any questions for him that's off topic, but just some.
I
dumb
got
shit
one.
about
We
food.
got one around here that we've
Yeah.
asked pretty much everyone that's been on here with us.
French
We're
fry?
foodies. Yeah, we're foodies here.
Yeah.
We love to eat.
In other words,
This
we're all
frame,
kind of
don't
fat.
let this frame fool you, because I might be able to eat some of y'all under the table. No homo.
Oh no, I'm about to
Whoa.
tell you.
No Diddy.
You can go ahead.
No Diddy.
Whoa.
Woo, under the
That's
table.
That's why I said what I said. All right. We have a French fry question.
Yeah, for,
What is your go-to French fry? Fast
as far
food.
as fast food, yeah.
Chick-fil-A. I don't really eat fast food anymore, but Chick-fil-A.
I
fries.
told you exactly what he was gonna say. I said we talking about a professional athlete, gentlemen.
Yeah.
We get that on the plane sometimes. We would get that on the plane going from city to city. You got Chick-fil-A. So,
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, huh?
Yeah.
I can't hate on it.
Dang.
I mean, I don't really
That's
consider it a
dangerous
true
as hell.
French fry. I mean, it is a fry,
What
but it's a
the fuck
waffle
is a
fry.
French
It's a
fry?
waffle
I
fry.
know, but
If it's a potato and it's served with a
hear
burger, it's a
you.
French
You're
fry.
right.
Hey,
But
them Five Guys fries though.
That's different.
We don't got that MLB money, homie.
That shit's
Them
expensive.
That's $40 right
I
there.
ain't gonna lie.
$50
Five
on a
guys
date.
is Five
That's a
Guys is
$50 date right
crazy.
there. That shit crazy.
Yeah, man. I haven't had it. Like I said,
It's
I haven't had it in a
good.
minute, but it's good.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
I love
Fill
when
the
it
bag
just
up.
falls out of the bag because it's so damn
Yeah,
good.
just
They
fill
give
the
you
bag
so
up.
much, though. That's the thing, though. I give them
fine
that.
with that,
Yeah, they
too.
hook it up. Yeah, they hook it up for
So,
sure.
all right, my question was they're making a movie about Louis Brinson. Who's playing Louis Brinson?
Will Smith.
Yeah.
You're gonna slap the shit out of some people.
Even after
Yeah.
that,
I've gotten this question a couple times, but Will Smith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
100%.
That's dope.
I'm a fan of Will Smith, man. Hitch is
That's
my
his
favorite
skills.
movie. Yeah,
Very
Hitch
underrated
is
movie.
Probably my
Very
favorite.
underrated
Very
movie.
underrated movie.
Yes, very. I like it.
Good
But
song.
me and my
Whatever.
me and my wife we're pretty much in that movie. I'm Will Smith. She's what's the
Evan Mendes.
Eva Mendes. Eva Mendes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So
Very good for you.
it's Will Smith is for sure.
That's your guy. So I'm guessing you were a big Fresh Prince guy back in the day. Yeah.
Big Fresh Prince, Bad Boys.
He just released the
Oh,
new
what?
Bad Boy trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said Hitch is your favorite Will Smith movie of all time?
Yeah. And people are gonna criticize, and I really don't care.
Look,
We
no,
watched
no,
it the
no,
other- we watched it the other day, man. I
Yeah,
love
it is
it.
a good ass movie.
Name out your motherfucking. Hey, he was wrong.
I Am Legend is
He was
me for
wrong.
Will Smith.
I
I
Am
They're
Legend.
supposed to be doing a part
love that
2 to that one as
Yeah.
well
Yeah,
too.
him and Michael B. Jordan.
I
that's what
man,
they said.
I don't think I've
Mhm.
ever cried in my life at a movie, but when that dog
Pursuit of
died,
Happiness.
Dog died.
Nah,
Yeah.
Pursuit of Happiness. I cried.
You
That
know
was the
what? I've
only-
never seen that.
Pursuit of
I've
Happiness.
never
that?
seen Pursuit of
Oh yeah,
Happiness.
it's based on a true
Pursuit of Happiness.
story.
That shit's
I
really
know.
It's a
good.
good movie.
You better
Oh,
get some tissues next to you when you
Yeah.
watch it.
That's what what Jaden
not-
Smith. He has a
With his
son.
son,
in
with
it.
his son.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Based on a
Yeah.
true story.
I gotta see
Good movie.
that. I do.
That's a tough movie to get through, man. That's tough.
Yeah,
'cause
nah,
he's just
that's
getting
good.
beat
Yeah.
down all movie,
Yeah,
man.
every
Then he
time
finally
he's
makes
gonna do
it
something.
up.
Yep.
Wait, AJ, what you got?
Me?
Yeah, what you
No, I
got?
thought it was
You wanna
Brendan that had a question.
He
No,
did.
He did his.
Oh, okay.
About
Pay
the
attention.
Non-baseball. I didn't
better.
have any non-baseball questions for him. You know what I mean?
You're a
There's
true
lot-
baseball guy. That's
a lot
why.
of baseball. That's all I
It's
got.
all good.
My sports is the betting. We were gonna get to the betting.
Oh,
How do you
yeah,
feel
that's
about
true.
sports betting?
Yeah.
What do you think
I
about
mean, if you, like I said, man, if you want to bet on any sport, go ahead by any means. I'm not a betting man,
Yeah.
but
You like losing
it's
your money, do it.
yeah, go ahead. But I know it's gotten huge. Like over the past couple of years, it's gotten huge.
Fantasy's
over.
so big, and
It's taking over.
Yeah. I've never been like in a fantasy league. I've never been like in a football fantasy league. I never did that just because I don't know, man. I'm into football. Like I like to watch football, and I'm a big Dolphins fan, but I'm not into like fantasy football. And like a lot of every team that I've been on, like they have fantasy football. They got whole spread. They got drafts, and like we'll go to hotels and they like literal drafts.
Shut down the hotel for just that draft.
I'm telling you, we'll get a conference room, we'll get food, we'll order a bunch of food, we'll get the TV, and we'll have the video guy. We'll have the video guy like set up like an actual draft, bro.
That's
so
awesome.
I think even if I was you and I didn't like it, I would have joined just to be a part of that shit.
I would go. I would go.
Yeah,
I would go because it would be funny.
Feel when if a player bets on baseball, gets caught, gets in trouble, but like it's not on their team. It's on the sport, on their sport, but it's not on their team. You think they should be like suspended a whole year? Do you think that's that's all? That's all.
You can't be bet. You can't be betting on baseball.
Can't be betting on your
baseball,
sport, right? Not on your own sport, right? Even if it's not your team. As I always thought that'd be
because you know people on other teams though, so it looks bad.
Yeah,
that's just
I mean,
going into the league, do they tell you that saying no betting allowed or anything like that? Do they give you anything about that?
They have in spring training, like they'll give us like we have different meetings throughout spring training, like different organizations will come talk to us, but like it's a written rule but an unwritten rule, like like everybody knows about Pete Rose, like don't bet on baseball.
Right.
Especially if you're playing baseball, like you're not supposed to do that. So if you choose to and you get caught, that's on you because you're not supposed to do that.
Right. That's cool.
So if you're doing fantasy baseball, who's your first pick?
Man, who's my first pick? If I'm
That's a good question. I like that one.
Number one pick.
Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
He's an all-around guy. I'm not gonna. He does it all.
Freddie.
I got beef with Freddie Freeman for different reasons.
God. Did he not go to
got
UF
beef
also?
with Freddie Freeman, boy.
Freddie
you know
Freeman,
how many balls I watched go over my head over the fence, man, against
mine's not even baseball related. That man stole my gender reveal at the same park when he didn't live anywhere near there. Took all my thunder a week later.
Down here?
In Pompano.
Really?
In Pompano. And I asked the guy that runs the park, because I played at Pompano. I was like, hey, was Freddie Freeman here for his gender reveal? He said, yeah, he saw his wife's on Instagram video and liked the backdrop.
And it was your video?
No one else did.
No one else did it, yeah.
Wow.
That place is garbage.
But what the hell is Freddie Freeman doing?
My wife looked at me and said, that was where we did it. I said, yeah, I'm not going to tell you what the parks guy told me because. So
wow.
I love Freddie Freeman as a baseball player. Probably one of the best baseball players I've ever watched. Yeah. But I got beef with Freddie Freeman.
Hey, but at least you should feel Freddie Freeman took
your
my
spot.
idea. Yeah, I mean, come on. You gotta feel good about that.
I got like 30 views on my video. That man got like 12 million.
Yeah, I bet.
So, Freddie, if you're watching this, we want you to come on here. So
talk about Pompano.
Talk about Pompano and your gender.
You got his number? You got his number, Lewis?
No, I do not have. I don't have Freddie Freeman's number. I don't.
And even more beef, his kid's better than mine at baseball.
That's expected. That's expected.
I mean, it's Freddie Freeman.
Charlie's a stud.
What top celebrity you have in your phone? The top.
Bro.
Who?
Celebrity.
Derek Jeter.
That's a celebrity. No,
he said Juan Pierre.
100%. Derek Jeter's my guy.
Juan Pierre's a local celebrity.
He's the reason I became a Yankee fan. You know what I mean?
Derek, like I said, Derek Jeter.
No offense, but greatest shortstop ever. What? I'm sorry. What was that guy?
Who could jump and throw like that? Who could jump and throw like that?
Not a lot of guys. No, hell no.
No.
Not on consistent. I could do it like because I'm athletic, but like a consistent throw to the chest.
Come on.
I mean, we can all do it. the guy will just be rounding third by the time he gets there.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's their Jeter.
Yeah.
You never played no infield, Lou?
In practice, but in high school, yeah, I did my freshman year, and they're like, take your ass outfielder. Take your ass out to center field and go run out there, man. You're too tall.
Yeah, leave the infield to us little guys.
Yeah, man, you're way too tall. Go head out there and run some stuff down for us, please.
So that must be crazy for you to see O'Neal Cruz at 6'7" playing shortstop.
That is insane, man. These guys are getting so
6'7"
big.
shortstop.
He's like
O'Neal
6'7" playing shortstop in the
Where?
game.
What team is this?
Pirates.
The Pirates.
Wow.
Him and De La Cruz is tall too, or isn't he?
De La Cruz is tall. Yeah.
De La Cruz is tall. He's playing third is he playing short?
Nah, he's
So
a
he
third.
played Cincinnati?
Third.
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He was, because I know they had Jonathan India. I don't know what the deal is there, if he's hurt or what.
Hey, but
I think he's still playing second.
there's two De La Cruzes in the MLB, no?
Yeah, one of them is on the Marlins.
Brian.
Brian.
Yeah. Okay.
He plays outfield though.
Yeah.
No relation.
I would trade him. I like the guy, but I would trade him for Ellie in a second.
Oh yeah.
I like
For-
Mr.
oh,
Ryan.
Right about now, there's a lot we'll
yeah.
trade for Ellie.
That boy is
Yeah,
that was a
man.
superstar.
They lost again tonight, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're struggling
Crazy.
a little bit. They'll be all right, man. They were a playoff team last year. That'd be fine.
Yeah, it's a lot of injuries on the
52
pitching
games,
staff.
bro.
Yeah.
A long
It's
way.
early. Long way to go.
Yeah, man. They'll get hot. It'll be all right. Somebody's got to go through it. It's just
Right.
Better to do it at the beginning of the year than the end of the year.
Exactly. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. They'll be fine.
Hey, real quick. So, like I said, real quick. So, I'm sure you've probably been on other podcasts before.
Hey, real quick, Mike, take it on. Come on.
Yo, bro, I'm not liking this.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike. Take your time, Mike. Go
Hey,
ahead.
I am gonna take my time.
Real
stuff. You've been on other podcasts before?
Yeah.
All right, nothing like this. So we're gonna make you feel a little bit uncomfortable with a question that we had probably in our maybe last or the one previous. See where it goes.
Shit.
So when you go to the restroom and you take a shit,
Oh,
right? Are you a wipey type of guy or a toilet paper type of guy?
Or both.
Wet wipes. Wet
Wet
wipes.
wipes?
100%.
All day,
Only
right?
wet wipes.
hold on.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
So are you a wet wipe guy and then followed by a dry tissue, or you straight up wet wipes?
Straight white wipes.
Straight
So you walk around with a wet ass.
Tell him again.
Wow.
Tell him again,
Yeah.
Lou.
Wow.
Yeah.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
alone. I'm not alone anymore, guys.
There you go.
We thought he
Wait,
did
hold
it
on.
just because he's old.
Okay. Is it scented or not scented?
I don't know.
He's sniffing his ass.
I don't know.
He just looked at his wife like, babe, you believe this shit?
But first of all, they have scented wet wipes. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
They got
Feels
cucumber,
unsafe.
they got blossom.
got it all. They
I'm a
got it all.
cucumber guy. You know what I'm saying?
Cucumber.
Yeah, you gotta smell a little something back there. You know what I'm
God.
saying? I just like I said,
That's Diddy.
This
Welcome
is
to
how
the
you end
Flores Hours.
podcast, boys.
You know?
This is how
That's
you do it.
crazy.
You ended on some shit.
Yeah, these team words. Like my favorite podcast right now, I think is the Unk and Ocho.
Oh yeah, they're hilarious.
They're raw as
They
it
are.
gets. I mean, I
Yeah.
love it, and it's
They're-
just, it's like
Yeah.
I always.
That's
take
how you
things
get
back.
views, though. That's how you
Yeah,
get
that's
views.
how you get
Exactly.
views.
It is.
Controversy, stupid shit
is.
like that. That's how you
Yeah.
get it. You
Yeah.
know, and I love that. But,
Crazy.
one day we'll get there. Hopefully, like I said, Juan Pierre, Derek.
I'm
Jeter.
just letting you know. We had a fitness model on last week, and that was our
Yeah, we
topic
did.
of conversation.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she talked
So-
about it more than us.
Yeah.
Oh really?
We had to
Yeah.
stop her because it got a little too crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, did she wet wipe her?
He was a
Yeah,
wet,
wet
dry,
wipe.
wet, or
Well,
something like that.
well, hold
I'm
on.
a dry, wet, dry. She was wet, dry.
What is wrong with y'all?
Well, hold on.
I thought the
But
same
listen,
thing.
listen,
Lou.
I
That's
just
not
can't
even-
walk around with wet cheeks, man. I feel loose.
You're not walking around with wet cheeks, bro. They dry out. What are you talking about?
I
But it
know.
don't dry
It
out as soon as you
dries
do
off.
it. It takes a second to dry. You gotta walk away with that wet ass.
I don't know how. First of all, I don't know how wet these wet wipes are that you guys are using.
Word.
I'm a thick gentleman, so I got some cheeks back there, so it takes a while to dry.
Oh, no Diddy,
Pause.
bro. We don't want none of
No
that shit
Diddy.
here.
Pause, man.
This is why I go
No
dry.
Diddy here. Hey, and listen, if you think that was we even asked her, is
How do
it
you
she was
wipe?
wiping front to back or back to front? You know what I'm
You
saying?
stand up.
We got pretty.
You know what?
Back
deep
to
with her.
front.
No
I'm a
pun
back to
intended.
front guy.
Are you
I'm a back
a
to
lean? You lean?
You
Or you
lean?
stand up
Or
like
you
our
stand
weird
up?
ass friend AJ here?
You stand up, Lou. Don't lie. You stand up.
You a
stand
tall ass dude,
can't
bro.
stand
Yo,
up.
he's
He's
6'7".
tall.
He might
No,
have to
man, I
stand up.
lean, bro. Y'all crazy?
Him
Lean,
sitting
bro.
I'm a
down,
leaner.
him sitting down, his
Yo,
knees
my
are touching
older
his
brother
face.
doesn't even get out the toilet. He just has a
Yeah.
maneuver where.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No, no.
Yeah, I don't know
I
how
gotta
he
get
does
out
it,
the
Lou.
toilet.
I don't know, but
I gotta
I
get
met-
out the toilet.
I-
I ain't tripping.
I asked the dude, and he said it goes under the sack. But no way, man.
What?
No, yeah, that's
Right?
that
That's
guy's an
crazy.
alien. Whoever does
That
that.
guy's an alien.
Hey, no way.
Ain't no way.
No way.
Oh my
First of
God,
all, you hit
yeah.
yourself in the nuts. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. I'm not trying to
Lean.
wipe both of
That's how we end the podcast right
Yeah,
there
bro.
with Lou, man. Lou,
Louis, you got anything for
we
us,
had to
Louis?
save that one to the
Yeah, you
end.
got-
Yeah, Lou, you
you
got
got
anything for
anything,
us
Lou?
before we
Anything for
get
Ask
you out of
away.
here, man?
We have
You
no
know,
filter. Go ahead.
know we're,
You're on your,
No, man,
you know?
y'all good. Y'all good. No, I had a great time, man. I don't have any.
We
I don't have any
appreciate
questions.
you being
man.
here, man.
Yeah,
We
man,
appreciate
really
you.
If there's
appreciate
anybody
that.
y'all want me to try to get on, I'll
just
try
said
to.
Yes,
Listen,
Who?
sir.
no
Only
pressure.
one
Pierre.
Whoever you can, we
Give me one
definitely
Bob Pierre ain't
appreciate
gonna talk
anyone,
to
bro.
us for a second.
You could even be on there with him, you know, so make him, you know what I'm saying? That'd be great. I'm not saying
He
today,
probably-
tomorrow, but tomorrow. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
be tomorrow.
Well, the iron's hot, all right?
Listen.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. I mean, listen,
Nah.
anybody in your context you want to throw in here, we'd love to have.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, we
man,
appreciate
y'all.
you
Y'all
being
a
here,
great
man.
time, man. Y'all a great
Yeah.
time.
But
Good
Lou,
luck
just
to
so you know,
guys.
if you don't sign anything soon, we're willing to sign you to a $0 bonus.
I'll bet.
We'll bring you on every
Appreciate
week.
that.
We'll bring you on
I
every
need
week.
benefits though. I need benefits. I need benefits.
Yeah. The benefit is we'll be here with you.
Yeah.
Nah, but for
But
we
no,
really
man,
appreciate it, Lou.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
I
appreciate you.
Appreciate
Great,
it.
great
Thank you,
time,
guys.
man.
But,
Appreciate it. You have a good night and thank
Stand
you
up
very
dude,
much.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. Good luck with everything, guys.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, yo,
Lou.
man. Have a
Thank
good
you,
night,
Lou.
bro.
Have a good night,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you, man.